Good morning to everybody. How you doing? Hope all is well. Keep up the beautiful work. Today is Tuesday, Parashat Vayeshev. We are continuing the holy words of the Pele Yoetz. We are in the letter Het still. We're in the subject of Holeh. Hashem should give everyone perfect, good health, Be'ezrat Hashem. And we are in the Hebrew book on page Resh Lamed Vav 236. And in the Hebrew English Art Scroll Volume 2, we are on page 194. Holeh. Yesh bo shtei azharot. We have to look at the subject of somebody being sick with two things to be careful with from two different angles. Azharat acherim alav va'azharato al atzmo. First of all, he himself has something to be careful with, but other people also as well have to be careful when it comes to someone who's not feeling well. And as we said again, everyone should feel perfect. Be'ezrat Hashem. Azharat acherim alav. What is the warning? What is something that someone has to be diligent with that's not the sick person, the other people? Number one, levakero, to go visit him. I was lucky just now to be by the kevet of one of my mentors. Who am I to even think I come close? I should touch the dirt that he walked on. Rav Aryeh Levine, alav hashalom, a malach Hashem. He was known as the rabbi of the prisoners before Israel became a state. The British were in charge of Israel, so as if to say, and he used to put his life in danger to help all of the people, all of the prisoners that were put away for trying to take Eretz Yisrael back into our hands. And he was also someone who visited a hospital called the Hospital of the Lepers. There was leprosy back then, God should watch us all. And he would go there. The own parents of the people would not go there because it was so catchy to walk in there, and he would go and people would say, send regards to their child, send regards to their parents. He would go in there to visit them, to give them hizuk, not to give up. Ki yadua shehi mitzvah rabbah. It is a great mitzvah to go visit someone who's not feeling well. She'ochel perot ba'olam hazeh va'keren kayemet la'olam haba. We say it every morning. There's a beraita that we mention with all the things, elu divarim she'en lahem shiur, and then we say there are things that people eat, have some benefit in this world, and the main benefit is in the next world, and one is bikur holim, visiting the people who are sick. V'yadua she'ikara bikur hu kedei levakesh rahamim alav. Why is it a good thing to go to someone who's not feeling well? Number one, the rabbi says is so we could see what's going on and pray for them. Ukvar ani sidarti tefillah. The rabbi put together a book, Bevet Filotai, that he writes a prayer of what to say when somebody feels good. I remember a class from Hamadia. He was giving a whole lecture on the subject, and he liked better when instead of someone saying Sheteheh Bari, right, a person should say Hashem Yishlach Lecha Refuah Shlema. You should feel good. We know, as we'll see in a couple of weeks, Parashah, the Shekhinah is by the head of the person who's not feeling well. So it's an opportune time to pray. Ulfachol kol adam yuchal latzet yidei chova kasher yomar lo kisheniftar mimenu. Even if you don't say the actual prayer that the rabbi wrote or a different prayer that somebody else wrote, when you leave, you say Hamakom yirpacha refuah shlema b'toch Holeh amo Yisrael. Just say that Hashem should send you the refuah shlema amongst the other people who are has v'halila sick in the nation of our nation. Ve'im ish anihu. Let's say he's not a learned person. Ikar mitzvat habikur kedesh yired chesrono mahu tzarich. Number one, going as we all know, it's a given that when you cheer a person up, laughter is the best medicine. There are stories that you had people who were wanting to throw in the towel, and people visited them in a hospital, people visited them in a home, etc., and they gave them hizuk. There's a famous story that we say over all the time. A fellow goes home one night and he sees an invitation to a wedding in Lakewood. He has no idea who, what, when, and where. He thought it was a mistake, but yallah, he decided to go all the way an hour and a half to a wedding that he has no idea if he was really invited or not. And he gets there and he sees on the dance floor they're all singing a famous song, a song with the words from the Hallel. Ma ashiv la Hashem kol tagmulohi alai. What would I do? Hashem, how do I thank you for everything that you do to me? And they were singing it emotionally. He knew not one person by the wedding. And then as he's thinking of leaving, was it a waste of time? The Chatan himself goes running over to him and hugs him and cries and says, thank you for coming. And he says, I don't think I know you. And he says, yes, you do. The Chatan was in the hospital and he was almost going to throw in the towel. The doctors gave up. Everyone gave up. And this fellow used to go around visiting people in hospitals with another fellow to entertain, to cheer them up. And he said, I'm going to come to your wedding, Be'ezrat Hashem. Well, he says, if you said that you're going to make it to my wedding, that means it's possible that I don't have to throw in the towel and give up. And believe it or not, here he is, and he found out where and how to send him an invitation. And the fellow, so by the way, the next time you go and you get an invitation, don't just say, I have no idea who it is, I ain't going. You never know. And Hashem should give everyone good health. Be'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach. So a person should also go to ask them what they need. Maybe you need this, maybe you need that. Vishtadel l'sa'ado tomcho v'refuato o b'chol tzorcho miyado. You have to try to help him with any need that he has. O yeh ma'aseh tahirim v'ashrehem Yisrael. Wow, how great and fortunate is our nation. Shebechol ir va'ir medina u'medina mahazikim b'mitzvah zo. It's a true thing. We have Bikur Holim. You go to a hospital, they have these rooms with all the food, Chesed 24/7, Satmar, all of them. Our community, we have the Sephardic Bikur Holim, God bless. V'yesh lahem hevra kidosha shel gimilu hasadim v'osim hesed em haholim v'em hametim. They do chesed with what we call chesed shel emet, with people who are sick, or God forbid, after 120, v'em hem aniyim nonim lahem matanat hinam de machzoram. And if it's people that cannot afford certain basics, the community kicks in and helps them and gives family support, etc. Hashem wears tefillin just like we do. Our tefillin says Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Ahad, and Hashem's tefillin says, look at my nation, look how much chesed they do, look how amazing they are, because of all these beautiful organizations that we have. Zaka'achul Kahon, the rabbi says they have a major zechut, all people take part in these beautiful organizations. Be'ezrat Hashem, we won't need the organizations, and Mashiach's going to come, and everyone's going to feel good, and everything's going to be euphoric in Yerushalayim Habnuya. I hope everyone has the greatest day. Keep up the excellent work. Besorot tovot, Yeshuot v'nehamot.